I need you to pay for Carter's bill since he has an open tab with us.
Well, Carter already quit this company.
What?
Trouble Busters!
The strange bird Ikarasu will fly, and Tamagodon will keep swimming in the ocean, and the Jisamu will transform. Ugh, if only there is someone who I can talk to about how wonderful the Shusenformer is. My name is Melanie. I work for an ordinary company as an accountant. I was planning to go about another peaceful day. However,
I need you to pay for Carter's bill since he has an open tab with us.
an open tab? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. He owes $3,500 already. I need this tab to be paid as soon as possible.
Well, I'm not sure what to tell you.
We're seriously troubled by this. Isn't Carter there?
Well, Carter already quit this company.
What? He quit? That's not possible. I mean, on the invoice it says Tora Engineering. He said that we could charge your company and that you'd pay for it. That's why.
Hold on a second. Let me go ask my boss about it. So, that's what happened. $3,500 is a lot of money. Is there anything we can do for them?
But then, I would definitely consider it only if this was my own company's money, but we're just employees here. We can't just reimburse Carter when he doesn't even work here anymore.
You're right. So, that's what my boss said.
No way! We're a small sushi restaurant. If we end up with a $3,500 loss, we'd end up bankrupt.
I understand how you feel, but
It's over. I've inherited this sushi restaurant after it was established generations ago, and it'll be all over because of me. It's over. It's all over now.
served. Oh, goodness.
What do I do?
Okay, I'll go ahead and pay for it.
What? You would do that?
Yes, if I pay $3,500, your restaurant will be sustained, right?
But
It's okay. We all help each other when we're in trouble.
you're a goddess.
Ugh, I ended up giving him $3,500. So I don't have anything in my savings, and my paycheck was gone too. I'm going to struggle to make a living for a little while now. Huh? That's Carter.
Hey, you can put it on the tab for my company for today again. Ah, it's so nice to enjoy a beer after working hard all day. It seems like the tab that had been paid until now isn't getting paid anymore. So I need you to pay for the bill today with cash. Then you can go ahead and send an invoice to this place.
What? Does this mean he's doing the same thing at different restaurants too? May I have my check?
Oh, yes.
Scribble, scribble, scribble. I thought so. I can't forgive him for deceiving the company like this, especially as an accountant. And more importantly, he's causing trouble to the innocent, kind people who work at the restaurants too. I need to punish him for the sake of this world. I am not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! Hello.
Melanie!
There you are, Carter.
What's your problem? This is my new workplace.
I already know that. There's only one reason I decided to show up here. It's regarding the $3,500 tab at the sushi restaurant.
Sushi restaurant?
That's right. You were trying to keep an open tab for something that can't be paid for by the company. And I'm talking about that money you owe.
That was supposed to be something that Tora Engineering pays for.
Of course not. You requested that payment while you were on your PTO before you left the company. And because of that, I ended up paying it out of my pocket just for the sake of the poor sushi chef. Therefore, I am going to make you pay me back $3,500, no matter what.
I
I can't possibly pay that much. Besides, what's your problem? Why are you talking about the company that I already left? Don't you have some common sense?
You didn't even pay for what you were supposed to pay on your own, and you were trying to make the company pay for it.
You probably don't understand yet, but I came up with so many projects to develop new products with that company, and I secured so many contracts too.
So what?
That's why it should be paid for.
Of course not. What exactly do you think the company's budget is for? As a fact, I had to pay on your behalf in the meantime. If you're not going to pay me back for it, I'm willing to take this to a trial.
Okay, fine, I'll pay. Here's your $3,500. What is it? Are you still complaining about something?
No, nothing. I'm going to leave for now.
Hey, Carter. Yes? Who was that lady? No one. She just came to the wrong company. Came to the wrong company? But I feel like I heard words like budget and pay for. Well, things happened. Things happened? But it's not something you should be concerned about. You don't have to worry about anything. Well, as long as you say so. $3,500 is a lot of money, but since she made me pay $3,500, I'm gonna make sure it's worth it. The problem with my former workplace is all solved now, and I don't think something like today will ever happen again. As expected of you, Carter, I never imagined you'd perform the best out of all branches, including the headquarters. This isn't even a big deal. I just did what I can do. I have high hopes for you. Okay. That's right. I perform really well, so there's nothing to be ashamed about. If today's business meeting for the major contract goes well, I've pretty much secured it. All I need to do is utilize my hospitality techniques to make them feel good and quickly make them seal the contract, and I win this game. I'm on a good momentum right now. Even at this company, I'm gonna keep climbing up the promotion ladder.
Thank you for waiting.
Huh? What? Wait, why are you here, Melanie? I thought a man named Thomas was supposed to come today.
I found out that you worked for this company, and I wanted to spend some time talking to you again, so I asked Thomas to get an appointment with you.
Is she plotting something?
Besides, rather than speaking with Thomas, whom you've never really worked with before, I figured I would be a better fit for this meeting, since I used to work under you indirectly.
Hold on a second. You're an employee at Tora Engineering, aren't you? I was supposed to have a meeting with TTE Imaginations today.
Sure. TTE Imaginations is what used to be Tora Engineering.
What?
Our company got a new name, but didn't you know about it?
How was I supposed to notice that? When did they ever change their name?
What's the matter? Let's start the business meeting.
Okay.
By the way, here's my business card. I'm sure you know me already, but just for the formality.
Okay, the business card, huh?
All right, let's go ahead and make this a productive business meeting for both of our companies.
Okay. The whole thing about $3,500 is over. I don't need to feel flustered about anything.
Oh my. These are some gorgeous food here. I feel almost wasteful to even eat the food here. Oh, since you prepared the food, I'll go ahead and enjoy it as we discuss.
Okay. Thank goodness. I guess she wasn't plotting anything when she decided to take over this meeting. I guess I can be relieved now.
By the way, before I got here, you were at a high-end restaurant that I happened to be at, and I thought I saw you putting your charges on the tab under the company's name.
Yikes! Maybe you saw me wrong. I came here straight from my workplace.
Oh, I see. Oh, pardon me. I ended up being a little nosy, and I know it's a bad habit of mine. Please don't mind me.
And even if that was true, how would that concern you? It's none of your business, is it?
Well, I guess.
It sounds like she's plotting something after all. I shouldn't say anything unnecessary.
All right. On the day we sign the contract, I believe Thomas will be at your office. Please take care.
Please get home safely. All right, I felt scared until the very last moment, but I guess I won't have to deal with her anymore. She's planning to send a newbie over on the day of the contract, and I guess I got super lucky about that. Why?
What's the matter, Carter?
No, nothing. Please, don't mind me.
Oh my, I'm sorry Thomas wasn't the one who showed up today. When I informed my upper management that I had a great conversation with Carter, they decided it's best if I just take over this contract.
You're kidding! I wanted my boss to watch me secure a $15 million contract, so I ended up asking him to join this meeting. If only I knew you were the one who'd show up. And so, regarding the contract terms...
Please hold a second.
Yes?
I'm actually not here to seal the contract today.
What do you mean by that? Carter informed me that we was sealing a $15 million contract.
That's right. We've been positively considering the $15 million business opportunity with your company. Except, that's only if there's no discrepancies or wrongdoings by the person in charge of our contract.
Discrepancies? What are you talking about?
Well, I believe it's fastest if we ask Carter about that matter.
What? What on earth is happening, Carter? Well, I have no idea what's going on.
Mr. Hilbert, haven't you been aware about how Carter spends his day and how he's involved with the company?
What exactly are you asking? I've been working just normally as a sales rep. If you're talking about the business lunch and dinner, any sales rep would do that. Just because I had a gorgeous dinner for you ready, you're trying to find something to point out about. But since I've been securing large contracts as a sales rep, it means that I need to make sure that the business dinner and lunch are something that's luxurious.
Sure, I'm well aware of that. However, I'm not pointing anything out about how you conduct your business meals. I'm talking about the embezzlement that goes along with that.
Embezzlement? Is that true, Carter? Oh, of course not. I would never embezzle money.
I'm sure you would say that. A veteran like you would never admit to it, as I expected.
Admit what? I never did anything like that.
Everyone, please come in.
You guys? Thanks for your business the other day, Carter. Because of your tab, I ended up asking Melanie, who had nothing to do with your meal, to pay $3,500 on your behalf. Tab? Carter, what tab is he talking about, huh? He's been leaving open tabs under the company's name at our restaurants. What? It's only a natural thing to do because those were all just business meals. Well, it seemed like you were always having business meals by yourself. Yikes! Yes, and yet you were always asking us to write that it was a meal for two on the receipt. At first, I thought it was strange that you were asking us to do that, right, Melanie?
Mm-hmm.
So you've been making the company pay for false business meal expenses? Not at all. These people just forgot, but I made sure to bring my party to the restaurant afterwards.
Did you hear that?
He's lying. We made sure to check the footage from the surveillance camera one by one. Right, Melanie?
Yes.
The other customers had left after they paid for themselves, so you had no party with ya. And of course, on the day that you stopped by after you had your first business meeting with Melanie here, right, Melanie?
Yes.
Carter, what on earth have you done? Just because you're the strongest performer in sales, you can't do that! Don't listen to them, they're wrong! I was just having them write the invoice for the days I forgot to ask for, that's all!
In that case, on the other days, you were visiting these restaurants with the clients?
That's right! They probably weren't captured in the surveillance camera, that's all!
There's no way that kind of a coincidence happens almost.
Carter there has been purchasing luxury sweets at our confectionery every single day as he left the tab open under his company's name. We have a service where we'd put names on the package of the company if it were a gift, and Carter always puts the company name on one and his own name on the other, and even a number along with it so he knows how many times it's been since he started making those purchases. There's no way he's purchasing them for his clients. Carter, do you have anything to say about this? I would give a gift with my name on it so it works as a business card. You know, there's nothing strange about it.
Huh. So you're saying that you were doing that to all of your clients?
That's what I just said.
That's strange.
What's strange?
I've gone to every single company that conducts business with you, Carter, but none of those companies had a second set of snacks with your name on it.
What?
Here.
How'd you even know who my clients are?
It was easy. All I did was to go around asking those businesses that you gave me. I checked most shops and companies in this area, too.
This girl. That must have been why she acted as if she was bringing me business, just so we'd exchange business cards. And she secured evidence of my embezzlement from that one business card?
Of course, that's not enough for me to do enough research, so I went ahead and gathered some information from the restaurants and the cab companies that you were utilizing, too.
Who would ever do that? It was only $3,500.
And so, if it were to turn out that you had open tabs all over different shops, I figured this probably wasn't your first time committing this crime. I went back to check at my company looking into the work expense reports since you started working with us, and it turned out that you were completely guilty.
Completely guilty? Does that mean he's been embezzling?
He probably wasn't only doing it with our company. I suggest you look into the same matter, too.
Yes, I will. Hello, is this Trisha from the accountant department? There's some expenses I need you to look into right away.
This one has a date for Wednesday, but when General Affairs looked into it, it doesn't match Carter's attendance.
I knew it.
In this case, you should probably confirm with all the clients that Carter had conducted business with, too. You should confirm if they've really gone to Sushi Nigiri Kurenai and Izakaya Takunomi with Carter.
Yes. Trisha!
Yes, I'll confirm right now.
Hold on a second. You really don't have to do this.
If you have nothing to hide, you should just stay quiet.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
What did they say, Trisha?
Well, here's what they said.
I knew it. What on earth have you done? Did you think all of your drinks, meals, and even snacks will be free if you're reported as business expense? That's not true.
In that case, what were your intentions? What exactly do you think business expenses are?
Carter! Shut up! I'm an employee who secures more contracts than anyone else who works here. I wouldn't be exaggerating when I tell you that this company gets to secure its revenue thanks to me. What's wrong if I, out of all people, expect something a little extra? I'm contributing to this company enough to the point where I'm allowed to spend the business expenses the way I want. You can't say that you're contributing to us when you're embezzling our funds. I've been wondering why your business expenses were so high all this time, never to find out that this was why. But thanks to that, you've been able to secure contracts with companies that you struggle to work with. This was necessary budget for me to work at all. You spend dozens of thousands just to secure one contract, and you're saying that they were necessary? That's just ridiculous. We'll be criminally pressing charges against you for this, for both embezzlement and forgery of the receipts. To add, we'll be filing a civil lawsuit for the amount of money you spent that wasn't related to work. Do what you want, but it's a different story whether you'd want to let go of such a talented sales rep.
No, it's not about whether they want to let go of you or not. If you end up with a criminal record, they'll have no choice but to let go of you.
Huh? I'll go ahead and have a thorough conversation with the upper management about this matter. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I'm going to end up with a criminal record over something like this? This must be a joke! But when they say criminal record, I'm probably just going to owe some fine.
Imprisonment.
What?
Embezzlement will only sentence you to an imprisonment of up to 10 years.
Imprisonment?
And please don't forget about what you owe us, too. Aside from what you owe your current workplace, you owe my company 10 years worth of what you embezzled and also the crime that you'll be charged for.
What? No! But I'm already going to be...
And to add, don't forget that you personally owe me $3,500 still.
No! Seriously, give me a break!
I'm not going to have mercy on you at all. Not until you pay back every penny that you owe respective companies.
Seriously, please, forgive me. I've been able to spend it as business expense all along without getting caught, so I ended up getting carried away!
You should have stopped if you had known you weren't supposed to.
If anything, I'm willing to pay the damages that I'd be charged, so can we just forget about my imprisonment?
I can't hear you.
So, I ended up doing these things because I was broke. I knew I wasn't supposed to do these things, but I felt like I'd be forgiven just because I was myself. So, I was wondering if my imprisonment can be waived.
I can't hear you. I don't have the ears to listen to a villain beg for his life.
No way!
At least when you're going down, you should just accept the consequences as you go down.
No! I don't want to go to prison!
Carter ended up becoming a resident on the other side of the fence, receiving a 10-year prison sentence through criminal prosecution and facing substantial damage claims from 2 companies. Even when the day comes that he can return to his former life, he's said to shed tears of regret in his cell whenever he thinks about the life that awaits him, one defined solely by repaying those debts.
If only I had paid for all of those meals myself, I wouldn't have ended up with such a huge debt!
As for me, Sushi Nigiri Kurenai invited me over to celebrate how everything had been resolved.
All right, Melanie, my son is here to help me today, so please let us know anything you'd like to enjoy.
Is this Sushin's former?
Huh? You know it?
Of course I do! I'm a huge fan of Sushin's former.
Really? I feel like you and I might make really good friends.
Rude.
Huh?
Let's get married! I vow to always make you smile.
What? Is today my last day?
Troublebusters!